Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You, the podcast where three friends come together and break down what's new in the Japanese music industry. This is the podcast for May 4th, 2018. Happy May the 4th. I'm your
May
host,
the
Ken,
fourth be with you.
and with me we have Luna
Hello, everyone. May the fourth be with you.
and Gray,
What's up?
and our very special guest, our affiliate, KyoryuHunter.
Hello. It's actually May the 5th here, so May the 5th be with you, I guess.
May the 5th
Oh
strike
no! Wait,
back.
something about the
I'm in the
Sith.
future.
It's May the 5th strike back.
Oh.
I heard something today with the Sith. It was like destroy this, like May.
It's Revenge of the 5th.
Yes,
Yep,
it's Revenge of the
Revenge of
Fifth.
the
That's
Fifth.
what it is.
Why do I know this?
I don't know. Star Wars is not your thing.
It is not at all. Not at all. You are correct, sir.
So, why don't you give a introduction to yourself and what do you do mostly besides
What
be
do I do?
besides being a living mailbox for Luna here?
I apologize.
In addition to being the mailbox for the group, I am a Twitch streamer based in Japan. I live on Shikoku, which is one of the smallest, most forgettable islands of Japan. But yeah, I mostly do, aside from my normal day job of teaching English, I stream like Nintendo and Japanese games at night on Twitch around 9 p.m. Japan time if you're interested in watching. What else should I say there?
Oh,
Maybe my name. On my channel, my name is KyoryuHunter. That's KYORYU Hunter. But Kyoryu is fine for tonight. It means dinosaur. Dinosaur hunter just doesn't sound that interesting, so that's why it's Kyoryu.
and where can we watch your Twitch streams?
You can find my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/KyoryuHunter. That's where I am on almost everything. Also on YouTube as well. But I only put Twitch streams up there right now, like after I finish them. I don't have any original content on there for YouTube just yet, but I might over the summer.
Nice. And let's kind of break down what is your favorite singer or Japanese singer anyway?
Mine?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's a hard one. As far as like just keeping with the pop stuff, I used to be a really big fan of Gact and L'Arc-en-Ciel when I was in high school because I was an otaku like that. But more recently, I've really been into like Wagaki Band. Those have been like one of my favorite groups. What's her name? I always forget it. Suzuhana Yuko. I really love her voice. She is really different, at least in the pop sphere here. So that's as far as most recent Japanese group I've been to. It's that. But other than that, I'm really into J-ska. Like bands like Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra. They're one of the older groups, and Kemuri. They're also very old. But
Yes.
most like ska here is actually pretty dominated by female singers. So like my favorite one out of all those is Ore Ska Band. They don't really do ska anymore, unfortunately. They moved
I
on to
like
being
that.
like they do like what was it like the recent Tegan and Sarah album, which is like really more electronic oriented.
Oh, yeah.
But their older stuff is good. But I don't have like a favorite singer per se, except for like what was it? I just forgot her name again. Suzuhana Yuko. I'm really bad with like the names of the people because I just hear the group names and I don't like delve any deeper to their members all the time.
No, that's fine. And if I remember correctly, the Tokyo Ska Paradise or what, I think they made the Orca last week. Or was it
Yeah,
2
I remember
weeks ago?
I listened to your podcast last week and I heard it and I wrote it down. It was their album Glories, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. I was like, "Ooh, they have a new album. I'm gonna have to look into that."
I was like, oh, if I remember correctly, Koryu really likes it, so
Yeah,
I'm happy. So,
I'm still
Like-
living in the '90s. I love ska.
but yeah, with that, we're happy to have our first guest here, and this is kind of a trial run, so to speak, for later on down the line. But yeah, let's go into some news. First and foremost, we're going to bring up AKB's 48's brand new single. Their music video for Teacher Teacher dropped this past week. I like it.
It
pretty good.
is very nice.
The video. Can we talk about that video and those tight leather outfits and how sexy that was?
Technically, the
Ooh.
tight leather outfits is only for the album covers. It's more of like
Yes.
a lace and cotton thing. I have
Yeah,
not
but
seen
it
that
was-
music video 7 times. I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah,
meant
what
the
you
outfits on
talking
that,
about?
but oh my god, the cover for those album singles. But I love them. It's cute and sexy at the same time, and I like the song. It's really catchy.
Yeah, it's really catchy. Really catchy.
Oh
I
my,
just feel
just
like a
looking at
bad
this.
sensei.
Oh
But
my.
yeah. Oh my is what you could say.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
I remember hearing about this in the news and from my students about them, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just now seeing it. Oh my. Oh my.
It'll be released on May 30th, and the center for this single is going to be Yubi Oguri. This is her first time from I believe she's from Team 8, if I remember correctly. But yeah, if you guys are interested in buying this single, it will include the one Senbatsu ticket or the election ticket for their main series Senbatsu, which is going to be happening in June.
Is that their
If-
stage show? I'm sorry, I don't
Yeah.
know.
The stage show, well, I guess it is like a stage show. It's basically like it's their general election, so pretty much they spend like 3 or 4 hours trying to determine who's going to be on the next single. The next
Oh,
single, it's pretty much like a popularity contest.
I was wondering how that works. Like, how do you
Yeah.
pick of these 48 girls which ones are going to actually sing and perform?
Well, it's not 48 now. It's like I think 200 or so them
Jeez.
What?
are entered into the Senbatsu because it's not just AKB. It's across all their 48 bands. So it's SKE, NMB.
Are there 48 bands?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure they're close to a fourth of that right now.
Is there one per prefecture yet?
Not yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were going to do that pretty soon. Because they have Sapporo, if I remember correctly.
And Shikoku's not going to get a single group.
You got to get the indie idol groups for that.
Yeah. Oh, I saw an indie idol group the other day. They were like very amateur. Very amateur on that.
But yeah, the music video is very sexy to say the least.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm trying to contain my excitement here.
Oh my.
Oh my!
Oh my.
But yeah, I'm not too sure if we're going to do this or not pretty soon. But we just made a YouTube channel, and I'm thinking of doing a live stream while watching the Senbatsu, doing the live reaction, so to speak, because that's going to be 3 hours of my time that I would like to waste.
What is the YouTube channel's name?
It's on their AKB's main site.
Oh no,
Oh,
yours.
Ours,
Oh.
ours. It's just Ongaka to you.
Yeah.
It's very simple. We'll probably plug it into our main site fairly soon.
Okay.
We just
I'll
ma-
say I'll
we
have
just-
to.
We just made it
Find
like
it.
I want to say 3 hours ago.
Yeah, it's still in the early stages. Like I gotta convert all the tracks over to the video files before like it'll be a process.
Yeah, when I figure out how to record video, I will give you guys live reaction of me watching Kodakuni's concerts because there's some really, really sexy dance things in there that you can see me react.
Make
Say,
sure to
oh,
turn
I
your-
wish that was me.
You'll have to like turn your mic like volume down on that, I guess. So.
Oh, yeah, I get a little excited. A little too
Wait.
excited.
Well, in relating news, E-Girls dropped their new music video for their album. I think it's EG11
Mm-hmm.
correctly, and the music video in question is Showtime, which is another very sexy dance number. I don't know what it is with this
I would say
weekend.
it's like dance, and they tried to rap. But I like the song a lot, and the video is very, very nice.
Yeah, but the dancing is really good. And
Oh, the
Karen-
dancing is
Yeah.
amazing. They have really good coordination. And their dance
Karen.
moves are always, whoo, I
Really?
love it.
That's what I like. But yeah, the album for EG11 will be released on May 23rd.
I'm thinking about picking that up. It's been in my cart, and I haven't hit that purchase button yet.
Is this coming to my mailbox?
No, it's actually not. It was on CD Japan because I feel bad sending everything to you, mainly the things that
Meh.
are hard to get.
Oh, by the way, let's break that down. How many things do you have at
Currently.
Koryu's house right now? Currently,
How many was my count at?
26.
26 plus a poster. That includes CDs, DVDs, and a couple Blu-rays. Yep.
I'm
Yep.
so sorry.
There might be a couple more. I throw them all in my bed, and they got covered. I found one yesterday while cleaning. I'm like, oh, here's another one. Where did you come from?
Well, oh yeah, I had a Korean CD I sent to you too that was really rare. I forgot about that one.
Oh,
I'm surprised you didn't crack one of them if you
Um,
slept on them.
I know. I sleep on the floor. I
Oh.
sleep on a futon on the floor.
But
I
Luna
don't
has
use
a
my bed.
problem.
Is it the
Luna has a
futon that
problem,
I
guys.
sleep?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it
It's the
futon I
communal
sleep on?
futon.
It's the
This one is supposed to be for
futon.
guests.
Yeah. But yeah, continue on to a little bit more sadder news, I guess. But there was a huge, I guess, scandal within the last 2 weeks between Tokyo's Tatsuya Yamaguchi. Well, I guess I should say former Tokyo member Tatsuya Yamaguchi. He retired, or I guess gave his resignation towards the music industry because of that force indecency towards that girl. And Cody, you said that they dropped the charges?
I thought I saw that the charges had been dropped against him. It might have been one of those if he resigned, then they would drop him. I need to double check that. I saw that on the Japan Times. I'll double check that while we're talking.
But yeah, he pretty much retired from Tokyo saying that it was my fault for hurting the brand and pretty much all of Johnny's for the most part. And they on Johnny's webpage for Tokyo, they removed any trace of Yamaguchi's existence on the site. So now it's just a 4-member band. So I want to ask between Luna and Gray, how do you guys feel about this?
How about him kissing a 14-year-old, or how about him resigning?
Just this whole thing.
Well, it's being honest. It's a really difficult situation. Yes, he probably shouldn't have did that, but also, why were there 14 girls hanging out with him? 14-year-old
Yeah.
girls. I mean, I don't want to blame either person, but it's one of those really hard situations that it's difficult to call. And I don't blame him for resigning, because something like that can have an impact, especially for being so young and him being a lot older, and also him being drunk.
Well, and in Japan, there's always like the public image perspective thing that you just got to maintain.
Yeah.
But
I also
I
feel
just
like
don't
for
think
guys,
I just don't think being drunk's a really good excuse for what he did.
no, it's not any excuse for that.
But-
I will say this for guys, though. I'm really surprised about him resigning, because, I mean, there have been other scandals that have happened against men doing something inappropriate over there and getting away with it. So I feel maybe Japan, in a way, this is seeing it as progressing a little bit. And I don't really know of the perspective. I mean, he didn't sexually assault her, but still.
Do you think a
it's
lot of what's
awkward.
been going on in the American Hollywood movie industry with like the Me Too movement and all that stuff, do you think that might have had an influence in this?
Yes, I do.
Yes, and it's been a growing thing. I think it's been starting over there within like the last 2 months.
Yes.
The Me Too movement.
Yeah.
It's been like a thing for the past like month and a half, I think, at the most, or at least like gaining the most traction. But yeah, it looks like it is in response to that. So it looks like things are changing finally.
Yeah, so I do see it as a movement in the right direction. I mean, yeah, he doesn't have to resign his image. I see it as the right thing to do. The situation that he was in was a very bad situation, because he's lucky he just kissed her and something else didn't happen, because that would have been way worse, like traumatizing. I mean, that was traumatizing enough for the poor girl, so it's one of those really awkward and difficult situations that he shouldn't have put himself in that situation in the first place. But I really don't know the circumstances, so I can't say for either side, without more information on what really happened.
I found the news story I was looking for. It doesn't go into any more detail, but it looks like the girl had reported it to the police, and then the parties had settled out of court because I guess she there was a court case against them, and then the cops decided not to pursue the charges after that. So
Sounds like police. Sorry.
yeah, the police here, anytime there's a thing that has to do with sexual assault or anything like that, they tend to not pursue things, especially if it's charges against a man.
Yep.
So it's just kind of how things are. They're like, "Are you sure it was him? Are you sure it really happened? That way you didn't actually ask for it?"
Yeah, I mean, I got groped in a store, and I remember you were there.
Oh yeah, I
Joe.
remember that.
And I turned around. I don't know who did it because there were about 5 guys around me. I was pissed. Like, I mean, some guy blatantly grabbed my butt.
Where was I?
And
Because I don't remember this. And
that
Weren't we
was
in
in
Mandadake?
Mandadake and Akiba. And
I was
somebody
with you
walked-
guys.
yes.
I don't remember this at all.
Oh, I turned around and I looked at Kyoryu and I was pissed. You see it on my face. I was mad. And I don't know
He
who
doesn't
did it.
remember because he did it.
It was not me.
No, it was all
It was one of the
Japanese guys
otaku.
around me.
Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who did it, but yes, I got my butt grabbed while looking through anime CDs and voice act Seiyu CDs. I
It
do
doesn't
love
help that
CDs.
those stores are like really narrow to get through
Yeah,
anyway.
they're narrow, but I mean, when
They are
someone grabs a
narrows.
chunk of your butt,
Right.
It
It
is a
just makes it
different story.
easier for them to do it.
oh yeah, and it does, and you don't know who it was because there are people in that aisle, and I know there are 5 different guys. If I would have known what guy it was, I would have said something, and I have no hesitation doing that. But I had no idea who it was. So, but yes, I can see if I would have went to the cops and said that, they would have just been, oh no, we're not doing anything. So, I mean, it was just my butt being grabbed, so I wasn't that offended. I'm like, I was mad, but I'm like, well, I can get over that. So, but I've known a lot of women who, live over there who told me stories, or who've been over there and told me stories, so, about, going to cops and they don't do anything.
Mhm.
So one of my friends was attacked in the streets of Shinjuku by a guy, and he tried to rape her, and she went to the cops, and they didn't do anything. They didn't even file a report, just told her, well, she was dressed inappropriately, so it was her fault. Yeah, that was the
Not
response.
cool.
So kind of like seeing this news story is kind of like a change to the good, I feel like. And I'm, seeing this, like, yeah, it's sad he's resigning, but at the same time, he's, 40-year-old man who probably should have known better than partying with a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
So, not all that broken up, but it's sad for the group. And yes, I'm really sad it hurts his image, but I can see in a couple months, it'll probably just blow over too.
Yeah, I'm sure the rest of the group will probably be fine.
Mhm.
With him resigning from it, the group will be fine, and then the company doesn't like it. Kind of shows that they've gotten rid of the problem, more or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
So continue on to some lighter news.
Yes.
Why did you take over on that next 2 pieces, Luna?
All right. So I don't know which news I should announce first because I got two pieces I'm excited about, but I will go with Crystal K. So we talked about her a couple podcasts ago. She's releasing a new album, which is out June 13th. It is entitled For You, and the title actually sounds really nice. And I love the covers for the album. So it'll be released in 2 editions. It'll be a CD plus DVD limited edition and a CD only. And CD Japan does have the pre-orders up with the album covers and a partial track listing, as not all tracks have been fully listed yet. Some of them are still TBA. There's about 6 tracks so far they got. I am very excited for this one, as it's been 2.5 years since her last studio album came out, which was Shine, which I personally love the album and it has some great songs on it. So I'm really looking forward to For You. And it has her song Sakura and Loving You, which were 2 previous singles released. So I'm really curious to see what else it holds. If she'll keep her R&B vibe or she'll change it up a little bit. Is anyone else?
I'm hoping that she keeps with her R&B vibe.
Me too.
That makes her more unique.
Yes, and I
Towards
loved
the
her
genre.
R&B, but I also loved her Vivid album, which was more dance. And when I first heard Vivid, I wasn't a fan of it, and then it again. I'm like, fantastic album. But I really love Crystal's R&B, which is what Shine was. And when I heard Shine, I'm like, this is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to this album and seeing what tracks, and what she'll bring to us. So that's that piece of news. I wanted to announce her new album title because I've been waiting for this since that new album, when they said she was coming out with a new album this year. The next bit of news I'm really excited to announce is Maze has a new single coming out, and it is featuring May J. And they've done a collaboration in the past. Maze and May J did a song together, Sing For You, which I loved. And it's been probably about 4 or 5 years since they've done a song together. And I personally really like Maze music. If you don't know who Maze is, they are an R&B duo made up of a DJ and a singer named Maiko Katagiri. So Maiko Katagiri put up on her Instagram a little tidbit of the music video for the song. It's called Why. It's YYY, but it's like Y times 3. And the video is now up. It actually went up yesterday, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
The single drops the 23rd of May, and I love the song. I think it's really fun, and I think they do a really good combination. They have really similar voices, so I love when they sing together because they have like this perfect harmony. I'm really looking forward to this single. I don't know if you guys checked out the video yet.
I heard the sample of it and I liked it.
I checked it out. It was pretty good.
The full version is way better than the sample, but I was watching the sample for a while on Instagram when she put it up, and I'm like, oh, I'm excited for this. So I'm really curious if they're going to have like a B-side with them singing together as well, or it's just going to be the title track. But I think that's a good piece of news since I haven't seen a Maze single drop in a while. They've released some albums and mini albums, but I feel like they haven't done any singles in a while. So I'm excited for this.
Yeah. And with that, let's move on over to the Oracle. Yay.
Yay.
Hooray!
Hooray.
You sound so excited for the Oricon.
As usual, we'll start with the single side, mostly because there's one thing left.
Oh, I know. I know what it is.
Yeah.
Is it what I think it is?
It's what we all think it is.
Yeah, let's start with number 10. It is oh wait. I read that wrong. It's I'm reading it backwards. I was doing the Kagi Ana by The Raid. And The Raid is a visual K band. It's alright.
I liked it. I've never heard them before. I thought it was really interesting. The video was definitely interesting too.
I've only heard a small sample of it.
I listened to it a little bit before before the podcast. I'm like, yep, that's a Visual K song if I ever heard one. It wasn't not bad, not mind blowing. It's Visual K.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If you're into Visual K, you'll like that song.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's unfortunately, yeah, it's Visual K.
Not a lot to say there.
Not a lot to say there. I've kind of distanced myself with the Visual K scene, so I'm not too sure how big The Raid is. So,
Well, about 8,000 people like them.
Yeah,
about
or at least we're willing to purchase the album.
to own up and buy it.
Like, yeah, I'll give this a shot.
Wait, take my money.
Take my money. But yeah, going up to number 9, it is Ask Yourself, once again by Cartoon, making a huge drop from last week's sales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's a really catchy song.
It is.
It is.
It's really catchy.
For just the 3 of them, too. I really like it.
I mean, they had some competition at number 7, so I can see what they
Yeah.
dropped.
But yeah, it sold a wonderful 8,730 copies. We have to preference that because number 8 only sold 100 more.
150.
150 precisely.
8,881 copies.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go up to number 8 is once again Haru wa Doku kara kuru no ka by NGT48.
I really like this song.
I did too.
not much
I
to
mean,
say
we talked about
Yeah,
it before because it's like.
Idol group. Yep.
Well, we
Ko,
kind
have,
of
have
said
you
well,
have you checked out that music video?
Me?
Yes.
I didn't see the one for the single here. I listened to them stuff on their album that came out as well.
If you check out the music video, it's really weird because one of the girls has a gun that shoots cherry blossoms at everybody. It's
well,
weird.
spring is coming.
Yeah,
I'll have
but
to-
she's shooting it at people. It's weird.
You must have Hanami. Enjoy your
Must.
Hanami now.
Enjoy your Hanami now. Enjoy the drunkenness, please.
Go get drunk and forget to look at flowers.
Yes.
I'll have to look at that one. Was it Haru wa Doku kara kuru no ka?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you type in NGT48 in YouTube, it's like the first thing that pops up.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess popularity would be the highest right now.
Yeah. And once again, it sold 150 more, so 8,881 copies more than the cartoon song. But yeah,
They're here every
Going
week.
up. to
Yes?
number 7.
You want me to do it? Okay, I can do it.
63 more copies.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
yay,
The
number
previous
7.
one.
So it is.
Oh.
You ready? The Idol Master, Million Theater Generation 07. Toinkururi Zumu Zetai times break. Toy.
Twinkle
Toy-
Rizumu.
Toys.
Tinkle rhythms.
Twinkle Rhythm. Zetai cross break. Twinkle Rizumu.
Yeah, Twinkuru Rizumu.
Ah, katakana. I don't like you.
I know. That's why I'm just like, I can say this a couple different ways, but it's just, it just gets me every time.
I'm hurting.
And as you can guess,
Eternal.
yeah, we didn't really listen to this one because it's Idol Master.
Trying like just on the topic of katakana, trying to figure out names. It's so hard to parse them around here. Like either going on Japanese Twitter and trying to figure out what are you talking about because they like to use random katakana for things, and then
For
going
English
to the game
words.
for English words or just words that aren't even English or Japanese. It's just one they made up right now. Like my friend does it all the time with a word he calls duku. He tells me to call him duku, but no one knows what that is. If you just see it, it's like do with the small u and then ku. Most people, they're like, what is that? There's no meaning to it. And then also going to the game store and trying to parse the game title names, especially when they're not the same in English. Like, what is that supposed to be? I should know that. I can read this. What is that? Where does it stop? So just Idol Master is just worse because there's like the Cinderella girls, but Cinderella in katakana is also annoying.
Is it Shindara?
Cinderella. Cinderella girls.
Shindarara.
It's like dead girls? Oh, Cinderella, not Shinda.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
I'm certain if some people had their way, they would be dead girls too.
They're so popular here. Like as far as I know, you guys seem to not
Yeah.
like Idolmaster at all.
Well,
Um,
It's good to have you on because we wanted to ask this to someone who lives in Japan. What is it like there?
So I don't see a lot of Idolmaster stuff around because I don't really watch much TV here, and I also live in the middle of the countryside where there's not a lot of advertisements for things. But there are things, there are stuff here and there when I go into some of the cities. For one, like Idolmaster is really popular because there is several different phone apps that have their microtransaction laden games. But people like them because they can just play and listen to the songs and the characters they like on the go. And the fact that all the characters are voiced by popular seiyuu really does help. So everyone gets their one character in there that they really like, and they just follow them. In the main games on like console or handheld, you can raise your idol. Like, is that what they are in there? Idol.
yeah.
And then
Your
on
girl.
the mobile
Yeah,
version,
pretty
yeah,
much.
you raise your girl. And in the phone games, you basically, I don't know if you do the same amount of like managers type stuff, but I think it's more of like the on the go, here's a rhythm game. So like
Yeah.
I know they're popular based on that alone. Like just same with like Lavuru, that's also another one it's also an idol game, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Raburu Live?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Love Live is also a anime. Like
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
an
okay.
anime for it as well.
I like
Idolmaster is also an anime.
it. Is I
Yeah,
need to
but
watch
it's
it. I
not
wanna
on
give it a
any
shot.
like streaming service that you have moderate access to.
No, I think you
Yeah.
can buy it from Sentai Filmworks, but I'm not 100% sure. I think they only have 2 seasons though.
I think streaming is just too expensive because with all the seiyuu in there, because you're not just licensing them for their voice acting, you're licensing them for their music. So it's
Yeah.
2 separate contracts potentially just for that, plus then the game contract as well. That's
Yep.
why a lot of Japanese dubs don't always come to the United States or to like the Western channel because it's more expensive for that,
It
and
is.
that's why they just do the dubs.
Yeah.
But yeah, like every time I've gone to an anime club event here, like because there's several of them, like in my city or in the city of my prefecture, and then also in Takamatsu, there's always Idolmaster. People always have a remix for them. They're so deeply ingrained in the otaku culture here. Like I don't get it necessarily, but I'm happy people enjoy it.
But for me, I just love Love Live because of one person. And that's Yellow Buster.
Oh, the Yellow Buster's in there.
Yep, she's in one of the spin-offs.
Yellow Buster.
I think Sunrise or one of them. It's one of
Sunshine?
them. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, Sunshine, it's new.
I
Slightly
wanted
off
to see-
topic,
I
but
wanted
did they
to see
ever make
Sunshine.
Did they ever make a figure arts of Yellow Buster? I only have Red Buster.
Yes, they did. It was Tamashi exclusive.
Oh, that I'm never gonna get it. Never mind. We can move on now.
But
Did
yeah,
they make a
that
toy?
sold,
Yes, they did. It's way out of my price range. Don't worry about it. Let's carry on.
that sold 8,944 copies. Idolmaster. At least they put the Adder generation stuff. At least.
Yeah,
That's the thing
maybe
that gets
they're
me about
listening to it.
Idolmaster is they do not stick to their branding, and it bothers me. It really does. I'm like, come on, guys. If you're gonna do it, just stick with it.
No, but specifically with the Adder generation, it's only that one that they keep to with the @ sign for the A's in it.
Yeah,
Is this like a whole nother grouping of characters in that one?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I put it.
I just know that
There's the
Ikimichi
Cinderella
Mel
Girls,
does one of
there's the
them.
Adder generation, and I think there's like 3 or 4 more. And I know like there's some versions of Idolmasters with like male singers too, and
Utano Prince Sama.
yeah.
Yes. That one's popular. That one comes up in Oricon too.
Yeah, my friend here, she likes the one, and she was really into it, and she tries to hide it from everyone.
I don't like this. I don't know what you're talking about. I hear the music. No, you don't. Shut up. Leave me alone.
I just played the game once. It was just once, and I stopped. I didn't get addicted to it.
Yeah.
Well, I've tried downloading the game in America, but it's not on the U.S. App Store. So I was like, well, I guess I'll never play it.
Like most Japanese games here.
But yeah, going on up to number 6 is Naki. It just threw me off right there.
Nakitai Gurai.
Nakitai Kudai by Ohara Sakurako.
Sakurako, yeah. I had to look that
Yeah.
up too. I'm like, what is that?
So I like the song a lot. I liked her voice. I've never
Oh.
heard her until this point.
I love this song. Like this song was awesome. It helped me get through last night at work. So
Is this her first single or?
Nope. Technically, her first single was when we were in Japan.
Yeah, she's been around
Wow.
for a little while. I remember
I
looking
didn't
up.
realize that.
She was in a movie with Deno, if I remember correctly.
Wait, oh, with Deno? Wow.
Yeah.
Is that when he stopped being Deno?
Yeah, when he stopped being Deno and he stopped caring about Kamen Rider. It was right after he did the Rurouni Kenshin movie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was her big break then. And I
Okay.
liked her. I liked her.
I like this one. This
Yeah,
one was
this was a good
good.
song.
I mean, it was kind of like for me at least, it felt like a typical pop song. But like, it was one of those like, if I had to hear this, like anywhere, I would not have a problem with it. It's fine. I like it.
Yes. But yeah, it got a lovely boost in sales with 11,818 copies.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. Going on up to number 5, it is Ningen o Kurom. I believe that's how you say that kanji.
Kaburu.
Kaburu?
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say there's many different ways you could read that kanji.
Yeah. Well, I had to at least look it up. That might be the wrong reading for it, but it's for what is it? Humans are. What was it? Human. I forgot what it actually meant. I looked it up and I've already
humans are
forgotten.
like humans are breakable or something like that.
Yeah.
the Google Translate is suffer from human beings.
Well,
That's what the Google Translate says. Like,
that-
I don't know. Believe Google.
that's That sounds like Duran Gray, so I wouldn't put it past them to put something like that.
I did check it in G-Show, but I forgot. Like I wrote down how to read it, but not what it meant. I half did my job. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You're fine.
But yeah, it is Duran Gray that does this song, and yeah, it's another metal visual K band.
I'll be
I
honest-
kind of like Duran Gray, but for me, it's hit or miss. So I did. The song was okay, but it felt like a typical Duran Gray song in a way.
Oh no, I didn't care much for it. It just was not my thing.
I didn't mind it. I'm not a big Duran Gray fan, but I've known them since high school. Like I think Withering to Death was their first album that came to the States.
Yep.
And so they
Yeah,
got a
Hot
big
Topic.
boost there. Hot Topic album.
Yep.
But yeah, I thought it was all right. I listened to this and the other song that was on that single that came out, and I didn't mind them. I mean, it is visual K. If you like Duran Gray, you're gonna like it.
Mhm.
But it was nice. It was very different from everything else in the top 10 this week. So I think that's probably
Yes.
why I liked it a lot as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not idol pop and it's not
boy band pop.
boy band pop.
It's like screamo. I like that it was kind of screamo-ish, and I've been in that mood a little bit.
It's
So.
almost visual K.
Yeah. It's
It's
visual
almost
K.
like it lived
Is
up to
that
what it's
okay?
supposed to be.
But yeah, it sold a wonderful 13,913 copies.
The lead singer and I actually share a name. His name is also Kyo. So we must be related.
Must be.
Must be. Maybe they're the same
Mhm.
person. Check me out in Duran Gray on tour.
But yeah, going on up to number 4, it is Bumblebee by Lead.
So I actually really liked the song. I don't know if I should have this, but I had the song stuck in my head. It was super catchy.
It's so catchy.
Yes.
I was gonna just say I don't know if I should admit this, but I really like the song too.
I liked it, so I'll be in there with you. Like I liked it.
I like the dance beat, the beat to it. I like the vocals. I liked everything about this. I mean, it was such a catchy song.
The music video is available to watch on YouTube. And
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that music video.
I'm
That's
just
where I
doing
watched it.
I'm just doing the phone call hand motions they did in the chorus. Again.
I wrote a note down about what was it? It sure is a thing. Neat dances though. That was my note for this. Honestly, the song I liked it until it got to the chorus where it did the Bumblebee thing, because then the vocals just got really weird to me. I'm like, this really jarring shift from the rest of it. It wasn't bad. It was just a very jarring shift for me. And then the whole dance and then the hip hop hand signs and stuff while they're wearing Yakuza gear. Not Yakuza as in the mafia, but Yakuza as in the game. Which I guess is the same thing, to be honest.
Yep. Just expecting Majima everywhere. And that's
Kiryu is a really good lead singer. I really enjoyed him.
the main guy. But yeah, that sold a wonderful 16,000 copies.
Wow.
Wow.
Not bad.
Ring, ring, ring.
Not bad.
I'm doing that stupid hand motion now. Yeah. Going on up to number 3. It is Fiction EP by Sumika.
This was my favorite one of the week. I actually really enjoyed this. I think I have a new band to listen to.
It was different.
I only
And I
heard
liked
I only heard like a little 30-second snippet of it, but I liked what I heard. I just didn't get a chance to go back and listen to the full thing.
So you can watch the video on YouTube if anyone's interested. That's where I watched it.
Mm.
But I really enjoyed it because I felt like it was something different in the Oricon as well. Kind of like Duran Gray was different. This was also a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, it's so different. Like between this and then Duran Gray, these were the most different, the most standouts I think from the week.
Yes, I agree.
But I did like them because they kind of have they're still like pop rock, but they have like that sort of an indie feel to them, and it is
Mhm.
nice that like I don't know, it was just very enjoyable to listen to. A couple of the songs in it. I know this the single. What was this? Fiction. I liked it. I actually have no notes for Fiction. I have them for the rest of the songs in the album, but I did like Fiction as well. Like there's just something about it that was it felt very Japanese rock, but like not
Yes.
typical.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natalie is the site that I usually go to for news is like just having an orgasm right now over them because they're actually doing very well, and they're fairly indie, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I mean they're at top 3, and this is their debut week, right?
I
Yeah,
believe so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yes. Yeah. So good job, guys.
Yeah. Good
I'm
job.
gonna go actually look for their album. I think soon.
Oh, that probably helped it too. It's an opening for an anime right now.
Oh,
Oh,
which
is it?
one?
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
Wotaku ni koi wa tsukashi.
Don't know it. Shit on I. What about you, Kill? I mean, you probably get to hear about more new ones than that we do. It takes a while to come over here.
It's you would think I'd hear more about anime over here, but like there's just so much coming out all the time, constantly. I actually don't know much about it. I haven't followed anime for a while. I know some here and there, but like if they don't pop up on Netflix here, I don't get a chance to watch them.
It's a CXK anime, so it's probably midnight there.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that'd be a hard one to watch.
Wait, is that a cable one?
Yeah, it's a cable one.
Yeah, I don't have cable.
Oh yeah,
I don't technically have TV either.
you're trying to run away from the NHK right now.
Shh.
You can't tell them that. Shh.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't own a television. I only own a monitor and 2 monitors for my computer. That's all I own.
That's all you own.
That's all I own. All of it.
All of it.
The NHK guy, last time it came by, he popped in and he looked in there. He popped his head in my apartment. That was a weird way to finally get that out. And he looked over. He's like, "That's a TV." I'm like, "That's a computer monitor. I can prove it to you. Do you want me to bring it to you?" And he left.
That's funny. That's awesome.
Great anecdote about the NHK with the gaijin here.
Yep.
They really want you to have that public access, don't they?
Not for
Yep.
free anyway.
Yeah, even though they get
course
money from the
not.
government for it, you also have to pay them for it. I don't understand. I don't get it.
But yeah, Sumika sold a lovely 17,302 copies, and then it just takes a radical spike in sales after that when we get to number 2 and number 1.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it's 2 and 1 are 1 is on another level.
It's on another planet at this point.
Yeah.
I didn't even
But
know
yeah,
that many
let's-
people lived in Japan.
I
But yeah,
I don't know. You'd still think everybody bought that Nami album, yet that's still selling.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but dear Lord.
we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, it is Fandango by The Rampage from Exile Tribe. And Exile Tribe is the brother groups.
I'll say I've
of
never
Exile.
seen a bunch of dudes so excited to go see a movie.
How many groups are there in Exile? Exile's the main group, and then Tribe is like all the other groups, right?
Yeah, Tribe is the other groups. There's J Soul Brothers, which is
I know J Soul
another-
Brothers.
Then there's the Sundaime, J Soul Brothers. It's like, I want to say at least it's as big as AKB's subgroup scene.
Are they the only big male group like this?
Yeah, well, unless you include all of Johnny's, but even so.
But like I say, like modern, like against like up against all the 48 groups, this is like the modern, like only big male group, I guess.
Yeah, this is the only big male group.
I liked the song a lot, the Exile Tribe song, but I really like their 100 Degrees song way more because after I watched Fandango,
Hmm
100 Degrees popped up. And I'm like, oh my god, this one's so much better. I like Fandango, but oh my god, I love this 100 Degrees song.
What are my
Yeah.
notes for this? Sounds like an island jam. Those are my notes for this song.
Oh yeah, because it sounded like Middle Eastern, like the beat was Middle Eastern.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I was like, I don't know
different.
how to place this.
It was different. I did like it. It kind of exposed me to some more Exile Tribe because I haven't listened to too much by them yet. And I like what I hear. They kind of, instead of reminding me of AKB48, like you said, Kyo, some reason they remind me of like E-Girls or Dream or
Mhm.
Happy, and maybe not Happiness, but like E-Girls type style maybe, or they really remind me of the newer Dream when they had their Hands Up album. So I don't know if that, rings a bell with anyone.
Not so much. But if you're interested in learning more about Exile Tribe, you should come here and we can go to karaoke sometime because one of their songs
Ooh.
always pops out at some point. So the same with AKB or any other 48 group. There's always someone singing one of those.
Yep.
Well, like I think if me and Yana came, I think me and her both would do was that Mishiki no Iro.
Oh, I
Ah.
love Mushiki no Iro.
That's it.
Mushiki no... I was listening to that at work the other day. Last week I had it on blast, and everyone's looking at me because I'm dancing to it. So
It's
I
it's
was
an
listening at work yesterday too.
SKE48 song. There, Q.
What'd you say?
It's that SKE48 song.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Comes back.
It's a great song.
It is an awesome song.
But yeah, Fandango sold 29,780 copies. With that, let's go into our number one for this week for the single side. It is Nogizaka 46 with Synchronicity. I think that's how you say that.
Yeah, synchronicity.
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 I really liked this song. I actually want to buy the single for this.
I've already
it was a
bought the
very,
single
very
for this.
catchy song.
I didn't listen to this song. I listened to something else from the album.
Well, like the whole album as a whole, like I think there's only like one or two other songs on there I really like, but I love Synchronicity. Like that was a good song.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I like
and
the video
music videos
too.
are really good too.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one
Yes,
of the few
yes,
times
yes.
you won't hear me complaining about a bunch of girls in white outfits.
Yeah, you're.
Oh my.
I hate the
Am I-
color white. Like I always complain. Like most of my friends that know me just like know like I refuse to own anything remotely white. And so like usually like if like I like there's a bunch of people out in like white dresses or white uniforms, like my one comment will always be there's too much white. Like I genuinely hate the color. So for me, I was like, oh, that's not too bad.
Well, yeah. And you, Gray, were part of the 1,116,000 people.
Well, I
that
bought
ended up buying
mine
this
2 days ago, not last week. So
Oh,
my
so you're not
numbers
even
will show-
part of this.
No.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You're not
Yeah.
even part of this. You didn't even help.
No. No. Also, I'd be a digital sale. I wouldn't be a
Yeah, these are all
That's a
physical
wholesale.
sales, aren't they?
Yeah,
yeah. They are. Yeah, these are physical only.
It's Japan.
it is Japan.
Like, I
Loving
know,
that
granted,
physical
we-
media.
Everything that we cover for like games and stuff and albums back home, like, well, I guess games are the only ones that we release stuff that's like physical, but like music is always like digital back home. Like they almost
Yeah,
never bring up the physical
I
stuff, or it's
agree.
combined.
And there's no good American music anyway to listen to really buy physically. And if I do, it's like metal or rock or something.
Hey,
but not
the
very
Killers did
American.
release a new album within the past year. I have not listened to it yet. I have it. Actually got 2 copies of it from Christmas, but I'm sure it's okay.
So yeah, no, that's
I'm sure
okay.
it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like some of the American rock music is good, and I'll buy some of that. But like most American music that they play in the radio is trash. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, I mean-
that's my opinion.
I can tell you for sure, this is probably going to be very sacrilege to say on this podcast, but most of the music played on the radio here is also trash.
Oh boy.
Like, it's one of those things. It's pop music. If you don't like pop music, then that's what they play on the radio. Like-
You're not gonna have a good old time with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some Japanese pop I really like I thought, but I feel like probably some of the ones on the radio over there might be a little different than what I like, but we'll see. Maybe.
I'm not too sure if you can catch it, Kill, but I remember when we were living in Japan, the actor for Gokai Red had a radio show for an hour, and then he would only play Sentai songs.
Yeah, it's already over. Like, I found out about it after it was over. And I think the guy that played Akibara was also on there sometimes as well. And it was all after I had gotten into it.
Boo.
um,
That's bad timing.
It's like someone that like watches Deno and they're like, I really like this guy. I hope I see him in more things. And then he just leaves Kamen Rider.
yeah. Or same for Kuga. Oh no, yeah, I'm not gonna appear for anything.
No, you can just use my suit. No worries.
Yeah, no worries. And we're just gonna replace the actor entirely when Decade comes
God.
in.
I
That's
still haven't
another
seen
story
any
for
of
the
this
day.
season's Super Sentai, and I feel kind of bad because I really, really wanted to see it.
Oh,
That's
I'm really
good.
behind too.
It's good. It's good.
I haven't watched any. I'm the only one who probably has, but I know I'd like it because I love Power Rangers.
I had someone sending them to me in a mailbox, but it dropped off at episode 2.
Hmm.
Hmm. I'm that mailbox.
Like, Like, I don't have TV here, so I can't catch it. Also, they changed the time of it on Sundays to like be 9 or 9:30 now.
Yeah, they changed it to be a later time.
Like before, it was too early at like 6:30, and now it's too late at 9. Because like at that point, if I'm awake, I'm going to get breakfast on the weekends. Like I'm going to get in my katsunori at the nearby cafe. I'm going to do that instead.
But yeah, going on to the album side, and the album side, a little interesting, I guess, to say the least. There.
Wait. Oh no, that's not what I thought it was. I thought there was another one of the things you really liked on here.
Oh no. Well, when we get to it, number 6 is kind of kind of.
Yeah, I was looking. I'm like, is that Idolmaster or not?
No, I don't think it's Idolmaster.
The picture looks like Idolmaster.
It looks really like Idolmaster. But yeah, starting off with number 10. Finally, once again, by Namie.
Yay! Well, I'm glad it came back, but I'm not surprised with her tour going on.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say we're in mid-swing for a tour, so I'm not really
I'm
surprised
not
about
surprised.
6,000 people though still don't have it.
Mhm. Hey, it's adding sales.
I think 6,799 at this
6,799
point that don't have it, because I saw on the Wikipedia on her the Wikipedia page for the album itself, like they cited like it sold 2.5 million copies. Physically.
Wait, that came out in November and it's still on the chart.
Yes.
Oh heck!
Mhm.
Like everything else is like 425, 425.
Like
Yeah,
like,
she
we
comes
talked
back
about
every so
finally-
often.
We talked about finally for like the first 14 episodes of the show. Like
Yep.
from the first episode to like episode 14 or 15, we had to talk about this album because it was literally on here every week.
Well, it's finally at number 10, so maybe it'll drop off.
No, it
Oh,
dropped off.
It dropped off.
It came back last week.
Maybe this is finally the last time we'll be on there.
I
Until
doubt it.
she releases something else.
But I'm
Until
very
she
sad.
releases her concert Blu-ray later this year, I bet.
I'm
mean, it's
very
nice.
sad though that my good old friend Hugh Jackman ain't on. He's number 13 this year or this week.
Well, I'm also sad Kokia didn't make it with her new album.
I'm happy with number 2.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
we'll get there.
I was like, I had to look up for a moment there. But yeah, let's go on to number 9. I don't even know how to say this.
Papapu in the sky.
In the
It's
sky.
It's like the English is PPP papu.
Papapu.
Wait,
Pepapu.
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 All right, there has to be like pinging something. Like it has to be like the beginning of all bunch of different letters.
Penguin Performance Project. There we go.
Pepapu. This is the wife. This is the waifu from
Yeah.
Grape-kun.
Yep.
Yeah, the one where the real life penguin fell in love with her.
Yeah, Grape-kun.
Yeah.
Yes. I was very mad because when I was going to go to Japan in October, he passed away like a week or two before. I was bummed.
Rip.
I was like, dang. Oh, because I remember reading about that on Anne, and that was a really interesting. I hate he passed away too.
I do too. He was so cute, the poor little penguin.
Yeah. The Seiyu came by and actually went to the zoo, visited the penguin pen, so.
Did she go to the funeral?
Yeah, I think she did. Because, I mean, he fell in love with her character. Well, at least the image of her character.
It's such an interesting thing to happen.
Only in Japan. But yeah, that sold 7,268 copies. Can't really say much about that, but I just think of Grape-kun and I'm just a little bummed out now.
I do
It
too.
is sad.
Yeah. Going up to number 8. It is Breath from the Season 2018 Tribute to Tokyo Ensemble Lab by Toshiki Kadomatsu. I think you might
that is
really like them.
Kadomatsu.
Yeah, you might really like him, Gray, because he does like a lot of like swing. It seems like swing and jazz type of music.
Ooh, I might
Oh.
actually like that as well.
Yeah, I love swing and jazz. I'll have to check him out. I didn't get a
Kawamatsu?
like. I only had a chance to listen to one album this
Kadomatsu,
week,
yeah.
and I picked 2. So I'll have to go back and listen to this.
Yeah, Shibuya and Gazer was really good song. So you guys have a chance, try to listen
What's
to that.
his second name? It's
T-
Kadomatsu
Toshiki.
Toshiki.
Toshiki. Okay. I might have to look him up then.
I will too.
He sold a wonderful 9,778 copies. So yeah, it's not too bad.
He looks
At
very
all.
dapper on his cover as well.
Yes, he
Like a-
does. I actually
Yes,
like
it
that
does.
hat. Like I can't pull off that hat, but I like that.
No,
hat.
you can't. You can't pull off that hat.
I can't pull off hats. Period. Like every hat that ever rests on my head just makes my whole head look goofy. I'm like, like even a ball cap I can't wear, and like you'll never see my dad without a ball cap. It's weird.
So I'm going to continue on up to number 7, and I'm very excited about this.
Yes,
it
it's
is.
Hakase Hakase.
It's Hakase Hakase from Akiba Ranger, and it's Uchida Maya with her new album Magic Hour. I bought this day one.
So
I have
loved
her.
it.
is she an actress from Sentai?
Yeah,
Yes.
she was in Akiba Rangers. She's the
She's
Hakase.
she's also a seiyuu for a bunch of stuff. If you guys have ever seen Gatchaman Crowd, she played the main character Hajime.
Oh,
She's
also-
really?
she's
Oh,
also
I
in
love
everything.
Gatchaman Crowd.
I love Uchida Maya. I have her other album, Pinky. Like it's
Yeah.
all very anime-esque. It's all
Oh, I
very
might have
anime.
to pick
I
it
love her.
up. I might have to get them because I have a soft spot for Seiyu.
I'll have to check this out too.
She
It's
is
really
tied
good.
with my favorite like seiyuu or like toku actress with Ichimichi Mao. I don't know which one of them I like more.
I have a hard
That's
choice.
Gokai
I just don't
Yellow.
have any.
Or Raptor from Q Ranger.
I was gonna say. So now, what about Deca Yellow?
Does Deka Yellow do music as well?
She did for the Girls in Trouble song.
Wait,
I watched what was it
wait,
over? I know
Gokai Yellow did music?
yeah, she does a lot of stuff. Or
I did not
she's
know
done some
that.
music.
I
She's an
loved
idol
her.
master.
Yeah, she's an Idol Master. That's why I kind of don't really talk about it.
I loved her. She was like half the reason I loved Gokaiger. So daggone.
You don't
Uchida
like
Maya is
Schneider too?
also an idol master, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
She's in everything though. That's really
She,
nothing.
I can't really knock her on that because
She's in anime, music, games, like idol stuff, like idol game stuff. Like she's everywhere. I think the only thing she is not is again Nolji, and she's not on TV and variety programs as far as I know. That's like the only thing.
She's only on the radio shows that she hosts with her brother, who's in another.
Oh yeah, you said he was in
Say-
Iron Blooded Orphans.
Yeah,
Oh, who was he in IBO?
he's
Ein?
Ein. Yeah, I think that's his name.
Oh, okay, yeah, Ein.
Yeah,
I remember
so
that character.
he's also gonna have
meets his sad
a.
end.
Yeah, he has a sad end. He's also gonna have another debut single pretty soon, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna do fairly successful.
So after gushing about her, what did you guys think of the album?
It was really good. I liked
I
it.
haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know.
I did like I
Mine-
had to do like a quick so I listened. So I did listen to Setsuna Ring a Bell. That was the subtitle in there. I did like that song. I like
Yeah,
that.
Setsuna Ring a Bell was really good.
I have it on a playlist. I'm gonna listen to that and Pinky later.
I just have it in my head right now. Adventure Blue is really good. Resonant Heart is really good. The Cosmos was also good. But yeah, I really liked Setsuna Ring a Bell.
Are any of them anime openings? I feel like they must be, or it's possible.
Think
I-
so.
I feel like
don't
if she had an anime opening, it would have been in the top 10,
Yeah, it would have.
especially with the album being in the top 10. So maybe not. Maybe it just sounds like it would have been one.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that.
Yeah, how much this one sold? 13,095 copies.
Yeah, it did good.
That's pretty good. I mean, number 7.
It's not too bad. I'm very happy. And now I'm like raged into going into number 6.
Eh?
It's Ensemble
Ensemble Stars.
Ensemble Stars album Ryza Rabbit. I think that's rabbits.
Album series Rabbits.
Album series.
Album series.
Album
Rabbits.
series. Rabbits.
Album series Rabbits.
Ensemble Stars. Album series Rabbits. I was like good, and then I got to like the full stop, and then it ruined it.
Yeah.
But this sold nearly 15,000 copies.
Yeah.
14,994. Oh, if only
Which is-
6 people cared more.
Yeah. Not me. I wish I could take it.
I
all.
bet they all put their money into the Penguin album.
That they
You
did.
gotta support Grape Coon. What are you talking about?
He did though.
You can still support him.
Go
Just
to the
because
zoo.
he's passed on doesn't mean you can't support him. There's plenty of people that support Elvis every day. He's been dead for like 50 years.
Elvis is not dead, according to my aunt, who is going crazy.
Well, that is a very popular theory.
Granted, she's been saying this for decades, so it's not just because of recent events.
But yeah, going on up to number 5. Once again, it's
Yumin.
Matsutoya Yumi with Yumin Kara no Koi no Uta.
Is that koi or is that I?
I think it's koi.
It's the same. It's the same. No, the different kanji. Never mind.
I is a different kanji.
Yeah, that's
you
koi.
made me double think.
Depending on
But
how
yeah.
you use it, because that can be used in Ren, but that's definitely koi used by itself.
Okay. I'm bad at kanji.
It's okay.
A
I
lot of
just know that
people
because
are.
one of my friends' name is Ren, and that's part of her kanji, actually. So,
Oh,
her
okay.
name.
But yeah, this is her 3rd week on the album side straight, and
She's
she's
still-
talked about it.
Yeah, she's still doing good. I'm happy.
I mean,
Another
45 years, man. So
Yeah.
Wait, how old is she?
I want to say close to
Just 50?
60, 50, 60s. Say
I looked her up like 3 weeks ago.
She must be like around 60 if she's been doing it for 45 years. Probably started like as a teen idol.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pull it up.
But another 20,764 copies. Who
Yes.
doesn't own this album?
Well, when we get to like finally numbers, that's like
She
the
is 64 years old.
armpit hair style right there for numbers. 64 years old. Jeez.
She
I
looks
only
good
can see
for
this-
a lady her age. I'll say.
I mean, I only can see this small picture, but she looks pretty good at her age.
She does. Like you would not guess that she's in her 60s
Wait, what is her
at
name?
all.
How do you
Yumi Matsutoya.
Toya.
Matsutoya Yumi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's still very pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, she is very.
And now going on up to number 4. It is the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild official soundtrack.
Yay! I love this game so much. I'm so happy it charted so high. I didn't know it was coming out this week or that week, and I would have gotten that, but I'm happy it's really high up on the charts.
Well, it looks like a pricey collectible. So
Yeah, it's about 7,500 yen. That's what the list price at least is on Amazon, but I think it's probably closer to 10,000 yen, which is give or take $100.
Mm,
But
That's
it
not-
looks
Bad for looks like the packaging looks gorgeous and how many tracks that are on.
yeah, was it like 211?
yeah, 211 on a 5-disc set.
Yeah.
So that includes stuff from the main game, like music and like sound clips, I'm assuming as well, because it's a soundtrack. And then in addition to that, it's all stuff from the Champions Ballad DLC, which was like there was an expansion to that game where added probably about another 30 hours of content, give or take.
Yeah,
So-
it seems like it a lot of the sound effects too. So I think it does like links, like victory, posing sound effects,
Mhm.
like that. It doesn't have
All
the sound effect though. That's the
All the little
sound
things
effect.
here and there. Yeah, I'm sure that would be like some weird licensing thing with their with the voice actor just to get the little grunts. I think it's the same guy that's been playing Link since Ocarina of Time as well.
The same
Yeah,
sound effect.
that's actually a very well-known voice actor.
Really?
Yeah, the most recent thing I know that he was in was Kill la Kill. He was the Kendo guy in Kill la Kill. That's him. I think he
Oh,
might
wow.
also play. He might also be in Fist of the North Star or Berserk as well. But he's one of those guys that has that like gruff voice that always does those like kind of grunty guy stuff. Grunty guy stuff. That's the technical term. But yeah,
that is the trope right there. Grunty guy stuff.
grunty silent protagonist.
That is
But yeah.
that is Link.
It sold a wonderful 23,328 copies. Have to preference that because of number 3.
Yeah, number 3 it really isn't that much higher.
Yeah.
No, not by
But
much at all.
But I'm happy Zelda was that close because that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm sure it will drop off next week. It's soundtrack to a game that came out a year ago.
Hey now.
Hey, it's a great game. It's an amazing game. Played for 155 hours, and I'm still playing that on stream as well.
You can't
Yes.
count
I-
the Zelda fan base. Like they have the magical ability to rally.
They're a very lively bunch. A bunch of the Twitch streamers are very into it, that are into Zelda, and a few of them I know from the Tumblr verse that are also streaming, and it goes really deep with their fandom. Some questionable stuff that is not safe for anything.
I've stumbled across that once or twice.
Should can I do a shameless plug here for Zelda?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
go
say.
ahead.
All right,
Why
so
don't you?
in addition to streaming other Nintendo games and Pokemon stuff like Pokemon, I also have been doing. I'm on a break of it right now because I got a little frustrated at one point. But I'm doing a master mode playthrough of Breath of the Wild on Switch on Twitch, with under the channel KyoryuHunter, which has been my tag that I said earlier. I'm on the on my second Divine Beast. I'm probably about 30 hours into that playthrough, and I'll probably get back to that at the end of March or beginning of June. So you guys should check that out. It's pretty fun, and we're keeping track of my deaths. I'm at 47 so far.
End of May.
End of May, beginning of June.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to say, what is Master Mode?
Master Mode is part of the DLC. So part of the DLC that they added, or the DLC songs that they add to this, included a mode which made the game harder. So not only do you take more damage, you deal less damage, and enemies have all been ranked up. So there's like different leveling systems in the game based on like rank for the enemies. There's only a few different enemy types, but there's like red, blue, black, silver, and gold. So everyone's been bumped up one. So like the red enemies, all the basic ones, they don't exist in Master Mode. It's the next level and higher. They also added some like ranks that weren't in the previous one, like the Lionels and some other things where they have gold and silver editions, which are impossible to kill. And all the enemies regenerate health. So
Oh,
you
that's
can be
fun.
stuck in. So in addition to your weapons breaking in the game, you can like be in the middle of a fight, break all your weapons, and then the enemy will restore all of its health. So it's hard. It is a very rough fight.
And does the moon comes out faster, right? If
The moon might come out faster, but I personally have been avoiding most enemies in the game just because I can't kill them anyway with my low level weaponry. And if I do kill them and then the moon comes back, then that whole area will just respawn. So I just run away from everything.
Okay, so forgive my arrogance because I have not played the game. Why do you not want to fight in the moons? Like the monsters are harder or something?
So
No.
what happens when you kill, like the way that they have a story reason for enemies coming back, like resetting the areas, like respawn. So when a certain amount of enemies die, a blood moon happens where like the sky turns red, a blood colored moon goes in the sky, and then everything comes back to life that you've killed. That's their way of like bringing everything back and dumping the RAM for the game. So it's just, you'll clear out an area and then they'll come right back. It can even happen during the final boss. You can have the blood moon happen during the final boss and have to fight him again.
That sounds awful.
Wait, it can come out during.
Yep, during the final boss fight, the blood moon can come out and you'll reset all of your progress.
Wait.
Ew.
Because it also heals everyone around too. If they're not dead, it will re-heal them.
sounds painful.
It's gonna be a while on my playthrough to get to that final area.
And speaking of painful, let's go on up to number 3.
Sorry, that was a really long rant about Zelda. I apologize.
No. You're fine. Speaking of painful, going
It's
up
a
to
game
number
I've
3.
been really wanting to get to for a year, but due to a lack of time, money, or both at the same time, like I've not had a chance to play it. But one day I'll get there.
One day.
One day.
Yeah, and number 3.
Once again, going up to number 3. It is Peace by Monsta X, and this was painful to listen.
Let me get my notes out for this one. This was my worst of the week. This was the worst one.
This is the worst of the week for me. Also, besides
I
all the
do
Idol
like a
Master
worst of the
stuff.
week,
Listen to
but
this.
I've not listened to it.
I listened to it, and I believe the song is in Japanese, or the album is mostly in Japanese, and I overheard it, and I was in the other room. I'm like, what is this K-pop I'm listening to? And I get over there, I'm like, well, this isn't Japanese. I searched them, and Monsta X is a K-pop group, and they are the most generic sounding boy group from Korea in a while. Like, I don't really like K-pop all that much, but I don't mind stuff like SHINee here and there. Like, SHINee's one that did Lucifer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is my favorite song by SHINee. And I don't really know any other boy groups in there because Super Junior was okay. They were okay.
I love their song Sorry, it's still my jam.
But those two sounded different. They're a bit older as well,
Yeah.
but this, like, we're getting to a point where a lot of K-pop just sounds
They're all very
same.
generic now. And same with girl groups. Like, I like the older girl groups, which you've seen, like the Rainbow one that you got in the mail. They're they're disbanded, but like all the older K-pop groups were great. The newer ones all sound the same to me, you know?
Like, I really liked Secret. Secret was a good, and then they went from being kind of R&B and having Zinger like rap a bit more to just being more generic by then. They've broken up since then, right?
Yes, they did. Zinger did release a solo album.
Yeah, she's very good. She's a very good singer.
But I agree that a lot of the new K-pop, I will make sure not to listen to this because I wasn't a big fan of BTS. Was it? Yeah, I didn't like BTS, but I like a lot of the older stuff.
Well, there's a Korean restaurant by work I found out like Tuesday or Wednesday. Like they play K-pop when you dine there, and like I've been thinking about asking them about like groups they might recommend or something.
Oh, you said it's a Korean restaurant?
Yeah, it's called Soul
Lucky.
Food.
Oh, you're so lucky.
They can always give you some good K-pop groups
Is that not a clever name?
I'm sure I've heard it before.
K-pop, but
it's not
Definitely
a chain that I'm aware of. I've never eaten there because they're out of my price range. Like you're talking
just
about
like
like
very common,
$25-$30 plates. So
oh wow, it's just a very
really
common
don't.
pun with Korean stuff, Seoul, whatever.
we have some Korean restaurants here. We also have two Korean and Japanese songs, but they're very expensive to rent the rooms.
Oh yeah, I bet.
well,
Yeah, I've rented them before.
they're the only Asian cuisine restaurant I've found that actually plays music from the culture of the food that they're serving. So that's why I thought it was interesting because like I've been in a lot of Japanese restaurants and every one of them play American pop. So I'm like, it's just.
I mean, to be
kills
to
my
be
soul.
fair, in Japan they just play American pop music in the stores and the shops anyway. So
Yeah.
to be honest, you're kind of experiencing authentic Japanese culture that way. Japanese food and American pop music.
You're
Like,
not wrong, but it's still infuriating.
not just American pop music. Sometimes it's like very vulgar or very explicit rap music, and it's just like in this old this restaurant filled with like older people, and they're just like, oh, this is interesting gaikoku music. I'm like, this is very, very bad. Like, you have no idea what you're listening to right now. You would not approve.
You're polluting the minds of the children. Do you not know this?
Well, think of the children. Think of it.
But yeah, they sold 23,963 copies.
That was 23,963 more than they deserved.
Yeah, those girls like those boy bands. They probably bought them for the looks and the photo card of the album.
Oh, it definitely is. It's like when girls were into NSYNC and Backstreet Boys back in when we were growing up. It's exactly like
true.
But you still have the defenders of those boy bands because my ex was like this. Like she hated NSYNC, but if you say something bad about Backstreet Boys, she will deck you. and defend that group to the ends of the earth. She was a
So I
huge,
used to like Backstreet
huge
Boys, and I
Backstreet
admit
Boy fan.
I still like a few of Backstreet Boys songs, but I could never like go over my head. And I like a few NSYNC songs, but even I admit, yeah, they're very 90s, 2000s, poppy, generic bands. So
Hmm.
But yeah, going on
Yeah.
up to number 2. It is Otono E by Wagaki Band.
I also really love this band.
Yeah, have you heard
As
the
I
album
mentioned
yet?
earlier. I listened to a little bit of it. I was only able to listen to was it Yuki Kagaboshi? Yuki
Yeah.
Kageboshi? I like that one. I really like everything they do. I love
Which one
Suzuhana
is that
Yuko's
one?
voice.
'Cause-
The number 3rd song. Or
oh,
the
okay, yeah,
third
that was
song
a
on
really
the
good
album.
song.
I believe the style of singing that she does is shingin, which is like the traditional style Japanese singing.
Yeah.
That was usually accompanied by like a shamisen. She is amazing. I love her. I love I love the way this like what this group sounds like. It's great. I know they've changed their shamisen player I think since the beginning though, but they still have a very solid lineup.
Yeah,
And
I mean, this is a really good album, and it sounds. I mean, it still sounds like Wageki Band. I mean, it's like you know what you're getting when you go into it. But yeah, she's got a beautiful voice. Their style of music is really good. But this album as a whole really felt more upbeat than their past work. I felt
Hmm.
like a lot like the first half of the album felt kind of more up tempo.
It could be. Are they there? Is it all? I'm really bad about like knowing where the music comes from. Is it still all covers of Vocaloid music, or are they doing original stuff too now?
Yeah, this is their original.
Okay, that could be part of it too. Then, if it's all original music this time around, it might have to do with that. Whereas, I guess if they're doing covers, they might feel the need to like make it darker, or like a whole 180 to like normal Vocaloid music.
Okay. Well, see, I didn't know they did covers to Vocaloid music.
Yeah, that's how they got their start on. I think it was on Niku Niku Doga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were doing covers of Vocaloid as like this style, and then it just took off.
Oh, like you were the one that introduced me to them, so I don't know. But yeah, this is a really good album. Like this is a solid album. Actually, I think I like this album more than I did their last one.
Oh yeah, I really like this one. I liked what was it? Kimi ga Inai no Machi.
Mm.
It was the 4th song. I really liked
Okay,
that.
thank you. I'm like I didn't get to look at the titles of the songs as I was listening to them, so I was like, I'll need the number. I will need the
They
number
also,
if you're because I don't know what you're talking about if you just give me the title. But yes,
also
yeah.
they're one of the they use a lot of kanji in their like song titles where a lot of people will go towards like a katakana name or something like for or like a romanized like title. They go all kanji. So
Yeah,
if you can't read kanji, it's hard.
yeah, it's a little pain to deal with that.
Yeah, because when I was looking them up, I'm like, let me look this one up. I want to see what this one's called. Because yeah, the what was it? Yuki Kage Bolshi. I'm like, I know that's Yuki, but what is the other part of it?
Kage.
Yeah, Kage Bolshi. I didn't know. What is Kage Bolshi? I thought I wrote down the meaning of
Oh,
it.
Kage means shadow,
Okay, so
and I can give
snow
you what
shadow
the
hat. Snow shadow hat.
well again, Google Translate. They have collage.
Collage.
That's what they have.
I
That
like
sounds
I like snow shadow hat.
Snow Shadow. We'll just
Sound-
call it that for now.
Sounds like a hidden village in Naruto.
Like Naruto where I live or real
No,
Naruto?
no, the anime.
Okay, I don't live that far away from Naruto the city.
Or the Great Bridge, anyway. But going on up to number 1, it is Yummy by Kiss My Feet 2.
Their name is Kiss My Feet too.
Yeah.
yes.
Why?
They're an
As-
older Johnny's band, if I'm correct.
Oh, oh god, the difference in sales between 1 and 2. Oh man.
It's
Colossal.
humongous. Yes. I know Kiss My Feet 2 is really, really popular.
Yeah, they're really popular. They got a huge fan base.
Yeah, it's Johnny's baby.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I think Usually when something like this comes out for Johnny's anyway, I'll always top the chart. You can't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts for that. So.
I
And
think
with
the
Kismet
only
Fate
way
too.
to beat Johnny's is if like AKB48 or SKE48 or like the big 48s, if they have an album release, that'll beat Johnny's. But other than that, nothing will beat
But
Johnny's.
the thing is, they play it very smartly, because when, like for example, if Arashi released a single, they won't tie it with anything that's AKB or Idol released. They know to stay clear, and vice versa,
Yeah.
because
They almost never happen at the same time.
yeah, they usually never happen. And if it is, it's usually between albums and singles, comparatively.
Yeah, because I mean, you have what in GT48, or no, that's Nogizaka 46, but the 46 groups are getting pretty popular.
Oh, it's all under the same.
That's right.
That's their gimmick. They have 2 less people.
Yeah. There are two less people, yet they can still beat AKB. That's their whole gimmick right there.
How many 46 groups are there? Is Nogizaka 46, Keikizaka
There's two
46?
There's 2 right now, but the third one is coming up on the way. I think they just finished their first auditions. So
Why don't they
One
just go like another power of that and like go like, I don't know, 96?
96. We're
Makes sense.
we're double the numbers.
Just do 48 cross 2.
Well, it could be like the anime where it's AKB 0048.
Was that supposed to be a Cyborg 009 like ripoff?
Yeah, and it's the anime is so weird. It's so good, but it's so weird. Or you could do the AKB 49, which was
Was that a visual novel on the Vita?
yes, I believe so.
I believe you have that, don't you?
No, that's the 1/48. That's the dating sim game.
Okay, the naming conventions are almost as bad as Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. No, but the one for the Vita, the one that you're specifically talking about, it's like 1/149, because they included AKB, SKE, and NMB. So you could date Judy now. Gray.
Don't say
Hers
that.
hers was really sweet. If I remember correctly, it was like you Kohaku in Under the Rain, and she goes, "Oh, I love you," and I was like, "Oh, baby, I can't."
I just can't.
I can't. Well, mostly because she was still underage when that when that game came up, so I can't.
Oh god, Japan and their games. There's so many of like. So I'm not really big into all their like Sero D-rated games, but every once in a while I will pick one up, and then I get to a point where they have an underage character. I'm like, why? Why do you do this? And I have to stop playing at that point.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you guys include this?
So like half of them, I can't even like. I always eliminate half of them because they're all underage. Well, at the time of the game, they were all underage. So I was like, "Yep, I can't even touch this right now." I shouldn't.
Well, but now you can go back and, well, I guess you'd still be underage at the time that the game came out. So yeah, no matter how you slice it, it's going to be creepy.
Yeah,
Well,
I can't.
To be fair, I guess kind of. I don't even really, not in their defense, but just in the way it works. The legal age of consent in Japan is 13, but
Yep.
everywhere else, like all the different prefectures, all have rules and laws that make it like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
So that's why they can show people between the ages of 13 and 18 in these situations. And also, anime and video games don't count as real; they're not real. So that also is why they get away with it. Like since it's not real people, no one real is getting hurt, type of thing.
Yeah, but still.
It's still weird, but
Yeah,
that's the
a
way
lot.
that's the way they have explained and justified it. Not saying I agree with it. Just pointing that out.
Yeah.
I don't.
Just
I'm
a way to
pointing that
make
out.
it make sense.
I'll say
Like-
I'm surprised the creator for Rurouni Kenshin's not only out, but I saw an article where like Rurouni
He's still
Kenshin's
doing
doing-
he's,
it's coming
his
back.
manga's starting up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his manga's coming back. I'm like, who's gonna read it now?
I still
Knowing
will. I
what
still
he
love Kenshin.
did, like,
Yeah, it's really bad what he did. But I still might read it because I love Kenshin.
He's such a hacker,
But
though.
it's so disturbing what he did, though. Like, I'm still gonna think of that back in my mind. I'm supporting a child molester,
Yeah.
Yeah,
just like
But-
supporting Weinstein. But I think what Weinstein did was way worse than what he did. I don't know.
it's really hard to
I hope I
quantify
did.
those things, though, at the same time.
It's really hard to quantify. But yeah, for the people who don't know, the creator of Rurouni Kenshin, they found like buku of child pornography in his home.
Yep. And
Yeah,
some of it he recorded. It was like home video type things too.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I thought I knew they were home recorded. I didn't think he recorded them himself.
I
bought
mean,
them on the
it
black
didn't
market.
say, but they were home recorded. So I mean, you kind of wonder about that situation.
Yeah.
This is just speculation, and I don't want to say anything, but it's just really, it kind of hurts because that was one of the childhood shows I grew up with, and I really like him as an actor. And I don't want to put any defamation toward him as but it's one of those situations where it's like what they found was really like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I want to say some words, but I can't say them here. My real
The whole
thoughts.
thing is one of those, like, can you separate the artist from the art? Are you able to do that?
Yes.
Are you fine with doing that? If you're able to do that, that's fine. Please enjoy what you can.
Yeah.
It's just
Mhm.
harder for some people. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think anyone can go back to listening to Lost Prophets anymore.
It depends on what they do. Like sometimes I'm able to do that just fine. Like I can separate. Like I'm not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but I can watch a Tom Cruise movie. It's whatever. But when it comes to things like what he did, I'm like, I don't know. There's a line that I just once
Draw.
it's crossed, you're like, well,
And there's a way to
anything
get
that
around
you do
it
is
too.
tainted now. It's just like that taint just bleeds through. It just ruins everything.
Mhm.
And like a lot of people do or can get around it too. If you want to like watch something but not support them, you can either rent something or you get it used or other various methods of acquiring things where you can still enjoy the art or enjoy what it is that you like, but without supporting the person that you don't like what they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave it there for that. That's I think it's enough of that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, I mean,
let
we started we talked about this similar topic at the start of the show. End of the show, we're gonna end on this. So
I'm sorry,
Let's
Yana.
try not to end it on this. Is there anything happy we end it with?
Yana, I accidentally turned the box that I used all of your CDs for into a soapbox to stand on. So let me put all your CDs back in it.
Oh God. Oh jeez. And some are DVD concerts, so you guys might see some more posts from me on our account from Instagram.
I should take a
Look
picture of all
forward to
these and send it to you. I should just take a
Yeah.
picture of it. Should I wait though, or should I do it today?
I don't
Stay
know.
today.
These are all coming to Luna. She's really excited. Actually, I'm really excited. I have a problem. I have
You
a
might-
CD problem, guys.
You might not get to get this copy of Kimi no Nawa though, because I own it. And what are you gonna do about it?
What?
It's in my apartment. Wait. 27.
Oh, Cracker Barrel.
Ishida Yuko was underneath the
Oh
the,
yeah, her Missing You single. Now I'll wait. No,
So
that's
we're
a
at-
change of single.
So at
I'm
27.
missing you.
Yeah, but I have this Blu-ray, 4K ultra high def Blu-ray, 5-disc Kimi no Nawa, really heavy box set with an obi in it, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I cannot wait to wear that obi with my kimono or my yukata.
Oh God.
but yeah, Yummy sold 217 copies.
Oh yeah, we didn't even finish the.
Oh,
217,000 copies.
Sorry, kiss my feet too. No
Yeah,
disrespect.
we did not mean to taint your wonderful sales numbers with the topic that we started talking about. I'm sorry.
I'm sure they'll still be under next week too. So hopefully I'll get
Yeah.
a chance to check out that album.
Yeah, Kiss My Feet 2 usually stays on the charts for a week or two, so they'll still be there next week.
oh, they actually have the digital like charts in here as well. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, the
no,
digital
dude.
charts. It's not too bad. Yeah.
They only
Actually,
do weekly.
Yeah.
I really like the one that they had this week.
And with that, I want to thank our very special guest, KyoryuHunter, for being with us on this episode. And hopefully you won't be a stranger.
Yeah, I would like to come back. I really appreciate you guys having me on here. It was fun. It's very outside of my normal realm of stuff, but I do enjoy doing it. I'm just
Yes.
used to like being in front of a camera and performing for an audience. Performing is in quotes there.
Well, and we've talked about incorporating like cameras and stuff like that and being on video. Like we're not there yet. That's something down the line, but that's something we have tossed around that we could do sometime.
Yeah, you guys could also like I do all my stuff on Twitch. That's just what I'm most familiar with, but there is YouTube Live and stuff like that. So if you guys could always do something on like the IRL channels on one of those.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that would be
yes.
fun.
It would be. And you guys don't see me right now, but I'm doing the the really stupid
Are you doing the
phone motion.
I thought you were doing the Bumblebee thing.
Yes, I am. That is
He's
the
doing
same
the
phone
Bumblebee
motion.
thing.
It's the phone motion. But yeah, where can we reach you once again?
My name is KyoryuHunter. I'll say it again. KyoryuHunter. KyoryuHunter means dinosaur hunter, but dinosaur hunter is boring. But you can find me on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram as KyoryuHunter. I'm on Twitter as Kokusai Kyoryu, but if you search for KyoryuHunter, you'll find me. I've searched. I'm the only one on there with that name. But yeah, I'm on there. I do Twitch streams almost every night at 9 p.m. Japan time. It's like 7 a.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
no,
It'd
it's 7 p.m.
be
Central time, sorry.
It'd be 8. Here.
8 Eastern time then. But yeah, so it's always every night, 9 p.m. Japan time. I've been playing mostly Japanese RPGs. Lately, it's been a lot of Nintendo games because I bought a 3DS capture system and I'm very excited to use it. Right now, I'm going through... what was I going through? I just finished Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze on Switch, which was a good but very frustrating game. But I'll be back next week with Metroid. So please check me out if you like Metroid or Nintendo games or JRPGs.
Are you doing like the OG Metroid or are you doing like Zero Mission?
I'm doing Metroid Samus Returns because that's the only one I have available. I see I have all those older games on my normal 3DS, but my stream one does not have anything on it. Good job, Nintendo, with the account system.
Well, they can't get everything right.
Oh, so you finally did finish Luigi's Mansion?
Yes, I did. That took about 5 streams. There's 5 areas in it. That's a very fun game. I recommend that. But it's meant to be played in bursts and handheld, and you can definitely tell when someone's playing through it straight. One more slight plug on that. Every once in a while, I do. I try and do on the weekends if possible. Like viewer collaborations and stuff like that. So like last time I played actually with Ken, we played Monster Hunter World. So
Yes.
once I figure out what's going on with my PS4, I'll be doing that again if you guys are interested. So maybe I can get Gray on there as well one day if we can get the timing right. That's the whole thing with
the
that.
timing is the whole thing. I mean, like I said, Sunday night, I'd be more than happy to do it, but that's
Sunday
about
night
the
for
only-
you would be like Monday morning for me. maybe one day when I finally have a another Monday off, we can do that.
Well, if I stop working Saturday nights, that would be also when.
Yeah, that could even work Sunday mornings. Yeah, we'll figure it out sometime. Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Thank you guys for letting me be on your podcast. I really enjoy it. I hope you, hope to come
we
back
had a
someday.
blast.
Yes, we want you back. You're awesome.
Yes, we
We're
want
glad
you back.
that you,
They just want me back because I have all the CDs.
No, you have a good insight. into a lot of things.
I see
Well,
through
that's
the ruse.
that's Luna. So-
That's all Luna, man.
But I will enjoy my new copy of Kimi no Nawa tonight.
Hi.
Hey, by the way, when are you going to start on Persona once you get your PS4 up?
Yeah, I will eventually start Persona 5. That is a long game.
That is a long game.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stream that or just play that on my own. I don't know if I want to stream that whole game. That's like a 50 million hour game. But yeah, we'll
That's
decide.
so
Once I
good.
get my PS4 settled, I'm going to start that up. I
You
got to the
should
Japanese version.
you should stream the Dancing Star Night and Dancing Moon Night games.
Funny you bring that up. I have those on my Twitch schedule. Let me pull that up. That is a good seek to another shameless self-promotion. But yeah, if you guys are interested in the Persona games at all, I will be streaming Dancing Star Night on May 26th and Dancing Moon Night on May 27th. I will get back and I'll pick those up the day before, but I'm sure there's a bunch of patches. So there might be a stream on the 25th of one of them, but I will at least do one of each. And then I might do I'll also have the PS4 port of Dancing All Night, which I can do later on the following weekend.
Yes. I'll probably be on there with you. Looking.
Yeah, those would be.
Just looking.
Just looking.
I'll say I'll probably have to tune into Dancing Moon Knight just because I love Persona 3 soundtrack. Like that's my favorite. Like I like
Yeah,
4, I like 5, but it does not touch 3. Like 3 is just so
3
good.
is my favorite.
Church of Makoto, baby. Come on. But yeah, with that, you can reach us at ongaku2u on Twitter, ongaku2u@gmail.com for any emails if you want to reach out to us, and ongaku2u.com, where I do a lot of news and such. We also started a new corner called the Indie Corner, which we are trying to put more indie bands out there. So please check that out when you guys have time. With our first indie band, their name is Emerald. They are very good. I would highly recommend them. You would
What type,
really like
what type
them.
of group are they?
They are pop jazz and neo soul. So
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
yeah, a lot of rock and saxophone in their songs.
Saxophone.
That
Saxophone.
sounds
I will have to
really
check that
actually
out.
good. I will too.
What was their name again? Emerald?
Emerald.
I'm gonna be really busy after the podcast listening to new music.
See, this is why I love the show, because it's like it just gives you so much. It's like, oh well, you know, I need to check this out. I need to check this out. Oh, I didn't know this was
It also
a
hurts
thing.
my bank account.
Yeah, I'm learning that the fun way too.
It hurts
Yep.
my delivery man, I can tell you that much.
I'm sorry. The postman probably loves
They're
you
so heavy.
than me.
Sometimes he's come up a couple of times with like 3 packages, and he looks at me. I'm like, none of them are for me.
Oh my god. Just show him a picture of me and just say, this is the who buys all the stuff, so shame on her.
These are all going to Gaigoku. Don't worry.
But yeah, I want to thank you guys very much for listening to this wonderful episode of Ongaku to You. I think we're hitting on close to 2 hours on recording time for us.
Well, I've got to make some edits due to some technical issues, but we're at
Might be
140.
closer to an hour and a half.
We're a little past 140, so you know, once you take out like some of the dead air and stuff, I'll be at 135 maybe. We'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you so much to this episode of Ongaku to You. I'm your host, Ken. Signing off.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode. Look forward to next week's podcast as well, just like every week. Oh, wait, next week you won't hear me. It'll just be the duo.
It'll be
I'm
Dos
sorry.
Compadres.
So it'll be Dos
Yes, yes,
Compadres
yes.
next week. I'm sorry. But you will hear me the week afterward because we will have some special surprises for you guys. This is Luna signing off. I will miss you next week.
I'm trying to think of what's going on the week after. Oh. Kyo, do you want to sign off, or you good?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do sign off. I didn't know when you want me to do it. All right, thank
Yeah,
you guys
go
for
ahead.
having me on here. My name's KyoryuHunter, KyoryuHunter. You can catch me on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, everything at KyoryuHunter, and I'd be happy to see you guys all come by. Thank you for having me on.
And this is Gray, and hope you guys have a great night. Signing off.